feel like what makes you a man is the size of your pocket. What makes you a man is your financial status. It's also important for us to know that the home is not society, and society is not the home. Like, make it make sense. If you want respect and you want submission, honestly speaking, go and meet your wife at home. She will submit to you. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois Adama and I talk about faith, business, personal development and finance. If you want to become the best version of yourself, then this is the right place for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting one, which is a controversial topic in society, but so many people have their point of view about it and different things to say, right? But in this video, I'm going to be talking about it based on the Bible's perspective on these issues. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what the Bible has to say about gender roles and gender equality. So I'm going to be starting with gender roles, and to explain this, I want to start with the fact that if you look through the Bible, you'll see that in God's creation, God created everything in alternate pairs, and each of these alternate pairs usually have different functions that complement each other. So one of the first alternate pairs I want to talk about is the man and the woman. And then when you look through the Bible, when you look through nature, you would see that we have wet season and dry season, we have the sun and the moon, we have the land and the water, and both of these alternate pairs coexisting together brings a beautiful balance to God's creation. And you see that each of the pairs has their own unique function, and when they come together, they just create a very beautiful synergy. And when you want to come down more to men and women, you see that even the instructions that God gave us in the Bible is different. God told the wives to submit to their husbands and respect them, and he told the husbands to love their wives, right? So God gave each gender specific instructions according to how he has created them, according to their various needs. And you would also see that even biologically, men and women are very different. I mean, like, men do not have the ability to carry a baby for 9 months. Women have that ability, and when a man and a woman come together, like, they just create something very beautiful. So with this, I want to say that yes, gender roles exist, because God said he made them man and woman, and everybody has their own different roles, everyone has their own different functions, and when we come together and when everybody sticks to their role, it creates something very beautiful, right? Because just imagine the sun waking up one day and telling God, why didn't you make me the moon? Like, why do you want me to shine so bright? And imagine the moon complaining to God that, oh my God, why didn't you make me the sun? Why are you making me the moon? Why am I so dark? And all of that, instead of basking in the beauty of what God has created it to be and created it to do. So it's very important for you to bask in the beauty of what God has created it to be. So in this video now, I've established the fact that yes, gender roles exist according to the Bible, because everybody has their own roles and functions. So you may be wondering, like, okay, this girl, what are you talking about? You're saying gender roles exist. So what exactly are the roles that God has designated for each gender? So before I start talking about it, first of all, I want to put it out there that gender roles is not sweeping. Gender roles has nothing to do with mopping. Gender roles has nothing to do with cooking. Gender roles has nothing to do with provision. Gender roles has nothing to do with financial status, because like many of these things are just the things that society tries to project to people in order to distract them from the main focus. Do you understand? So it's more like people are fighting for something, but they don't even know what they are fighting for. Like, they're missing and leaving the most important things and just focusing on trivial matters. Because if it's about sweeping and mopping, if it's about cooking, like, you can even outsource it. Literally anybody can do this. Like, you can't sit down and say it's a man's job or a woman's job, because if you say cooking and cleaning are a woman's job, there are houses where like all of them were males and their mothers were forced to teach them how to do all these domestic chores. So what do you have to say about these things? So like many of these things are determined by upbringing, not necessarily gender. So now, since I've established the fact that gender roles are not sweeping, they're not mopping, they're not cooking, what are now these gender roles? So for me to explain it better, I want to use the roles of a CEO and the roles of a manager to describe both the man and the woman. So in today's video, I'm going to be describing the man as the CEO. And in a company, the CEO is the person that is in charge, overall, the person that is involved in decision making, the person that approves things. Like, if the CEO in a company has not approved something, even if the manager feels like, okay, we should do this thing, like, it can't work, right? But also, a wise CEO would want to listen to the manager, because that CEO knows that the manager is the one that actually relates directly with the staffs. The manager is the one in charge of like the technicalities of running the company. The manager is the one that sees to the nitty-gritties and also a wise CEO would always listen to the manager, but will also the CEO will listen to the manager, but also with that with the consciousness of the fact that they are the ones in charge. You understand what I'm trying to say? And now I'm going to be describing the woman as the manager, and the manager is the one that is involved in technicalities, in nitty-gritties and all. And if you would ask me, I'll tell you that the managerial role in a company is even more sensitive than the CEO role, to be very honest, because as a CEO, no matter the strategies you want to implement and all of that, if you don't have a good hand to manage your business for you, if you don't have a good hand to see to the day-to-day running of your business, it's all just going to be, all your strategies are going to end up in futility. So any good business person would know that employing a good manager is very, very important. And also as a manager, it is important for you to know that if you want to have a smooth run in your work and your business, it is important for you to choose to work in a company that has a wise CEO. So let me bring it more home. So for the man, there is a mistake that a lot of people make. Like, people feel like what makes you a man is the size of your pocket, what makes you a man is your financial status, and then you now see a lot of people caught up in a dilemma whereby they are married to men who are financially buoyant, but if you look at it, they actually don't have a man in their lives. Like, he's not playing his role as a man in their lives, because a man is meant to be in charge of decision making. A man is meant to be like the overall director. A man is meant to be the leader. That is the role of a man, guys. And it's very important for us not to, not to be shallow, because it is very shallow to think that it is money that makes a man. What makes a man is wisdom. Yes, wisdom is what you need to lead your home as a man, and not money. I mean, money is important. Money plays a very huge role. But when it comes to specific gender roles, what you need as a man is the ability to lead your family, the ability to be visionary, the ability to have foresight, the ability to direct your home, the ability to make the right decisions. And now when you look at the woman, even the natural makeup of the woman, the women are more sensitive generally. Women know how to pay more attention to detail and all of that. So as a woman, you are a nurturer. You're meant to you're meant to carry your home. You're meant to carry the nitty-gritties of your home, such that even if you come to a place where like you have a husband that also joins you in domestic work and all of that, or you have helps, like, you should still see to the general day-to-day running of your home. Like, you should be a supervisor, because that's basically what a manager does. You're meant to be a supervisor, and you're meant to help your husband to achieve his vision for the family and his vision for the home. So according to what I have learned from the Bible, these are the gender roles. These are the things that I would call the gender roles of both a man and a woman. And I know that will also be wondering, like, okay, so who is meant to provide and all? As for me, I don't think it is in my place to tell you guys that the man is meant to provide 100%. I don't think it's in my place to tell you that the woman is meant to be in charge of the kitchen in the home. All I would say is that anything you need to do to make your home run smoothly, any role you need to play to make things go well and go fine in your home, you shouldn't hesitate to do that. Honestly speaking, like, as a woman, if you feel like making meals for your husband is a way that you want to show love to him, please don't allow society make you feel like there is a problem with it. As a man, if you know that you are not financially buoyant enough to handle the responsibilities of your home 100%, I don't think you should have a problem asking your wife for help. Even as a wife, if you see that this man is not capable financially, like, nothing should stop you from coming in to make things better for the home, like for everyone to just be happy, for there to be peace and quiet in the home. So for me, I just feel like these things is based on agreements. Like, do what works for you, to be very honest, because different things work for different people. You go to homes where the woman is strictly into like caretaking, preparation of meals, cleaning and all, and the man is providing, and they're living happily ever after. Meanwhile, you go to some homes where the woman even has more money than the man, hence she shoulders more responsibilities, and she knows that the fact that she shoulders most of the financial responsibilities doesn't mean she shouldn't respect her husband. Like, she still respects her husband and things go smoothly in the home. So for me, honestly speaking, just do what works for you. Just do what works for you. I don't think there is a one shoe fits all for this. Whatever you and your spouse decide, stick to it and be happy with it. So now I'm going to be talking about gender equality. So first of all, I believe that God made man and woman equal. but we have different roles. So it's important for you to know that in the home, your husband is your head and you are meant to submit to him, which is why you need to pick a good head. However, it is also important for us to know that the home is not society and society is not the home, because a lot of people usually make this mistake. For instance, you see a man in the workplace, like he feels entitled to getting respect from a woman because she's a woman and he's a man. Like, make it make sense. If you want respect and you want submission, honestly speaking, go and meet your wife at home. She will submit to you. But you can't expect me to give you a special kind of submission because I'm a woman and you are a man. As part of normal human etiquette, we owe each other and we owe ourselves respect. So I would accord you respect as a human being, not because you are a man. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So as a man, it is wrong for you to expect women everywhere to give you a chance to bow at your feet and all of that just because you're a man and she's a woman. There is nothing in the Bible that says that. That instruction is for husbands and wives. And now, coming to the wives, I just want to say that it is fine and it is fantastic and it is beautiful to see women breaking glass ceilings. Like, it is beautiful to see women going to the top of their aspirations and their career in society. Like, it's so beautiful to see. But just know that your home is not society. When you come back home, you need to like come down from your high horse and submit to your husband, irrespective of your achievements and all of that. Like, it is important for you to know that when you come to the home, you're meant to submit to your husband. And I also just want to put it out there that, see, the fight is not against your home. Leave all of that fight in society, because people try to trivialize these things. Like, because when you talk about gender equality, you talk about gender roles, like I said earlier on, people start talking about cooking, wives cooking in the home, the husbands providing and all of that. And to be honest, that is not what it is. Like, this is not what it's about. I can remember like 4 years ago on Twitter, the fight at that point was that women were talking about like men eating and not packing their plates or cooking for your husband or something like that. And I'm just like, if you truly love somebody, like you truly love your husband, are you actually meant to have a problem cooking for someone that you love? Like, does it even make sense? Like, is it even meant to be a topic for discussion? Like, is it even a worthy topic for argument? Of course it's not. So it's important for you to know that, see, you're not fighting against your home. You're not fighting against, never fight against your home. Never fight against your husband. Like, when we talk about these things, we're talking about the places like the workplaces, we're talking about career-wise and all of that. But people now try to bring it down to them cooking, sweeping, and packing your husband's plate and all of that. See, guys, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Don't allow society blind you. Don't allow the noise in the world blind you from seeing the things that actually matter. Like, people are now paying attention to those things that don't even matter. Like, I mean, guys, I just hope and I pray and believe that this video was an insightful one and that we're able to draw 1 or 2 lessons and understand better, gain a better understanding on what the Bible says and the perspective of the Bible on these topics. And please don't forget to like this video, share with your loved ones, share with your friends. I'm sure a lot of people would want to hear what the Bible has to say about this sensitive topic. And I also love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, I want to chat with you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this topic. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.